All right, good people, the agenda is on the sideboard. Today is the 31st. It's the last day of the month. It's the second day of the quarter. We're going to write our homework in our planner. I'm going to go over the warm-up. I'm going to model writing equations and graphing. I'm going to model that and we're going to practice it. We're also going to do some partner work. The homework help video will go out at 2. And remind, the homework help video is also on Canvas. I'm going to pause for the calls. Remember, when you're absent, to please watch the class video on Canvas so you can catch up. You are still responsible for the work when you're not here. Don't write just absent on the paper and think that's going to suffice. It's not. You have plenty of time to do makeup work, okay? You don't have late penalty, so you need to take advantage of your time, get it done, and turn it in. Questions? Okay. All right, let's look at our planner. If you studied your notes from yesterday, please make sure that you check that off. Let's write down our homework in our planner for today. Write down your homework in your planner. Write down our homework in our planner, please. Tonight, I need you to study your notes on linear equations, writing linear equations. That's what your quiz is going to be on. Okay, so last couple pages that we did in our notebook, we need to be able to write linear equations. All right, let's look at the warm-up. Let's look at the warm-up. And pause for the call. Okay, so notice the equations here. You have y is equal to a single number and you have x is equal to a single number. When you have y is equal to a second number, the line is going to go through the y-axis. So when you have y equals a single number, the line is going to go through the y-axis. It's going to be a straight line that goes through the y-axis. The slope for this line is going to be 0. Okay, the slope will be 0 for these types of lines. I'm going to pause for the calls. So when the equation is a single number, you are going to draw a line through whatever that number is on the y-axis. Let's look at x is equal to. When you have x is equal to a single number, when you have x equal a single number, the line will go through the x-axis. This is the x-axis right here. So that means the line is going to go straight up and down. What is the slope of this line going to be? Slope is going to be undefined. Because the line is going straight up and down. It's going to be a vertical line. So now let's find positive 5 on the x-axis. Positive 5 on the x-axis is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's right here. So we're going to draw a line through the x-axis. When you have x is equal to a number, it's going to be a line that goes straight through the x-axis. When you have y is equal to a single number, it's going to be a line that goes through the y-axis. I'm going to pause for the calls. This in our folder, please, on work to do. Put this in our folder, work to do side. Let's take out our notebook and let's take out this sheet so we can finish up these problems. Pause for the calls, take out your notebook and take out the sheet from yesterday, okay? Okay, good folks. We did number 6 on the back. We did number 7. Let me finish up number 7. We didn't write it as an equation. Let's finish up writing number 7, and then I'm going to see if you can do number 8. I do want to put us in a partner real quick to make sure that we understand. I'm going to do one example because we did have a person that wasn't here yesterday. So I want to make sure that I go through the steps on how to do it. All right, so let me complete this one from yesterday. The first thing we did on yesterday for number 7 is to find the slope, okay? We labeled the first point x1, y1. The second point we labeled as x2, y2, okay? Our formula for slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We substitute the numbers into the slope formula. Anthony, do you understand that part, babe? Does that make sense to you? Okay. Just hold off for a second to make sure that we understand. Okay, so you find the slope. You have your M. Your second step is to find B, okay? So in order to find B, you're going to use the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So you're going to pick whichever point you want to pick. Doesn't matter. You're going to get the same answer. So we circled this point. They felt like this one was the easiest to use to substitute. Okay, just listen, okay? All right. So since we're using this point, the first number is x, the second number is y. So when we substitute to solve for b, our y is -2. Our m is the number we found for m. The operation between the m and the x is multiplication. Our x is 5. We wrote 5 as a fraction, so we put 5 over 1. Bring down the plus, bring down the b. So all we did here was substitute. Do you see that? Where did we get these numbers from? They were given. Okay? All right, so now we're going to solve for b. So we bring this side down, nothing to do over here. Bring down the equal. We multiply these two fractions together. 5 on the top, 9 on the bottom. Bring down the plus, bring down the b. Are you okay? Okay. Now this is a positive fraction. So to move or to get b by itself, you got to do the opposite of adding, which is to subtract. So you're going to subtract 5 over 9 on both sides. Okay. So now when you subtract, remember you can use the calculator for this. So when you subtract, let me show you how to type this in. You got -2. That's the negative sign on the bottom here, and 2. So it looks like this. Then you have minus this fraction. So you press the minus button and you type in the fraction. Put the fraction in parentheses. The top number is 5. So parentheses, 5 divided by 9, close parentheses. That's how you do 5 over 9. Okay? If you press enter, you're going to get a decimal. If you press the math button and enter 2 times, They've written it as a fraction. So the answer, we're going to write it as a fraction, is going to be a negative 23 over 9. That's going to be our B. So now we have both M and B. So in order to write the equation, just like we did before, we're going to substitute 1/9 in for M. So this is 1 over 9 x, and your B is negative 23 over 9. So that's minus 23 over 9. This is the equation, okay? All right, I'm going to leave this up here so that you can copy it. And I want to put us in groups. Were we in groups yesterday or no? No. Okay, all right. So let me put us in groups. Some of you are still solving equations. Keep going. If you're on the graphing, please pay attention to the graphing. All right, here we go. The first thing, you're going to label your M and B. Which one of these numbers is my M? Deasia, which one's M? No. Say again. Yes. No, not 2. 7 over 2. Rise, run. Which number is going to be my B? Yes. Negative 2. Got it, Braylon? So now afterwards, after you label, you're going to graph your B on the y-axis. So negative 2 on the y-axis is right here. Now you're going to use rise over run to put points on the line. So look, rise is up 7 because that's a positive 7. So let's count. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Run is a positive 2, so to the right 2. 1, 2. And connect the points and draw the line. You finished, babe? You can stay right there. Okay. Got it? It's supposed to be 2 sheets per person. All right, number 2. First step is to label your M and B. Which one of those numbers is M? Aaliyah? Negative 6. How do I write negative 6 as a fraction so I can put a 1 under it? Very good, Terrence. Top number is my rise. Bottom number is my run. Which one of those numbers is B? 3. Positive 3. Now I'm going to find positive 3 on the y-axis. This is the y-axis. Positive 3 is up 1, 2, 3 from the origin. This is positive 3. Graph your B on the y-axis. Now let's use our rise over our run. Our rise is negative 6. Since it's negative 6, am I going up or down? Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My run is a positive 1. Since it's a positive 1, am I going to the left or to the right? The right 1. Connect my points. Remember when it's a long number like this, you put this repeat button. Remember, then put the X. Then put 0.5 or plus repeat. Okay. All right. Number 3. Remember, we did this in the warm up. Okay. It's a single number. Y is equal to a single number. So how is my line going to go? Very good. It's going to go through the y-axis. So find, yes, baby? Go up like this? Oh. So now we're going to find -5 on the y-axis and draw a line through it. Got it? See if you can do number 4 on your own. What time is it? We got 15 minutes. Two sheets. Can you get a later? Like tea? Like tea? Okay, all right. All right, let's try it. Okay, so let's label M and B. Okay, what's my M here? 6/5. This is my rise. This is my run. What's my B? 1. So I'm going to find my B on the y-axis. This is the y-axis. +1 on the y-axis is right here. From here, I got to go up 6 and over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough space. This will be 6. Since you don't have enough space to go this way, let's do this backwards. What is the opposite of a +6? What's the opposite of a +5? Oops, sorry, y'all. All right, so let's do it backwards. So now let's go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to the left 5 since it's -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if you can do number 5. All right, here we go on. Look, we're going to label M and B. Juan, which one is M and which one is B? What's your M? 1/4. What do we label the top number as, Anthony? What? Come sit up here because you're so far away. I don't even know if you're listening to me. Are you listening to me? You sure? Okay. What do we label this top number as, babe? Rise. What do we label the bottom number as? Run. Very good, baby. What's going to be our B? Yes. 2. We're going to graph B on which axis? The y-axis. So find 2 on the y-axis right here.
I did.
Okay.
And I got 4.
Let's use rise over run. Our rise is +1. So do we go up or down? Up. 1. Our run is a +4. So do we go to the right or to the left? To the right. Very good, Tegan. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. What if I wanted to put points in the opposite direction? What's the opposite of a +1? What's the opposite of a +4? So here I'm going to go down 4 and to the left, how many? 4. This is how you put points in the opposite direction. See if you can do number 6. Number 6 is just like the warm up. We'll pause for the calls. Okay, so look. The number is x is equal to a single number. So that means it's going to go through the x-axis at 5. Find 5 on the x-axis right here. It's going to go through 5 on the x-axis. This is x is equal to 5. Any questions? All right. Let's look at number 7. Anybody still writing? You got it, Tegan? You got it? You already had it right. Let's look at number 7. Label your M, label your B. We'll pause for the call, see if you can do that.